Right, hello, welcome from the East Yorkshire Coast. Thought I'd do another video. I was asked if I'd do another video on the coast to show the erosion that's happened since last year when I did a video similar to this. What you're looking down at is Cowden Beach, Cowden Sands. Cowden is a small village 3 miles south of Hornsey on the Yorkshire coast. It's one of those small places, so small if you drove through it and blinked you would miss it, but it's an ideal spot. Now I'm not going any closer to the edge here because these cliffs are eroding, and if I just turn this slowly so I don't make you dizzy and show you down here, you see where all these cracks are, because this is all clear. That's ready at some point to break off and drop into the sea. So I could stand on that bit there, where's my finger, here, and the lot could drop. So I'm not going any closer to the cliff than this. But you can see, you've got a pretty decent view of what it's like. If I look north, again I'll turn you slowly. I don't know whether you can see it and the sun's shining in my camera, but there is a headland, and that headland here is a village called Mapleton, and that's a viewing area. And when I finished here, I shall walk there. It's about a mile away, and I shall do some video looking back down this way, down south. That's north. I shall video looking south, and you can see how the cliffs have been eroded away quite dramatically. It's the actual village of Mapleton itself is just there, and with the church and everything. So it's close to the water. They are trying to protect it with stone groins, but it's not doing a lot of good. So that's Cowden. Let's see if I can get in a bit closer. There's some people down on the beach. But you're not really advised to use the stretcher beach too much because there's no way up apart from that viewing area I just pointed out, and quite a way to the north. To the south there's another way up, but here for a stretch for about a mile, 2.5 mile and a half, 2 miles, you simply can't get up the cliffs. And I've known on at least 3 occasions since I've been here, the helicopter, the sea rescue helicopters had to come out and lift people up from the beach who were caught by the incoming tide, which does come in really quick. Look, there's some people there. Mind you, the tide is well out, but you've got to be careful with these things. The sea is unforgiving. It'll just keep coming in when it's time for it to come ashore. It will come ashore, and you'll obey its laws. So right, I'll stop the video here, and then I shall have a quick hike up to the headland there at Mapleton, and then I'll show you the view looking south, where you can get a better idea of the cliffs. See you in a bit. Mapleton Church. I've reached the village of Mapleton now, so I thought I'd stop off at the village church. Only a small church. I'm not sure when the church was built. I would imagine it's been here for, well, a few hundred years, I would have thought. Look at the building. And of course, some of the previous residents are scattered around its walls. Yeah, a lovely church. Right, I'll be back shortly. Right, here we are on that headland that I pointed out. I'm now at Mapleton, looking out to the sea, and if I swing round, you can see the beach and hopefully all the erosion on the cliffs. Our last video was taken about here, looking this way, and as you can see there's a lot of chunks being taken out of the cliffs. All the way along. It's just clear, that's the problem. And if we get water, you know, a tide, especially in the winter, a storm, if it blows north and south, or south, north or south, runs along the cliffs, that's when it does the most damage. It sweeps away most of the cliffs, and it leaves hollows beneath. So you think you stood on a solid piece of ground, but actually maybe 3 or 4 feet beneath your feet there's nothing there. It's been eroded away, and you can end up crashing down, and it's, you know, it's a fair old drop. I won't fancy sliding down there. No, but yes, it's sad, but it's been happening for thousands of years. I mean, the land at one point stuck right out into the sea here. That's the way it is with this clay. They do keep trying to put protection in, but you can only do so much to protect it. I'm hoping you can see that. I'm trying to look in this viewfinder with the sun on it, and I can't see much, but I'm hoping you can. I think you can there. So yes, so that's what we can see from Mapleton looking south. And then the coast runs down to Spain Point and the River Humber, which is about, oh, I don't know, 10 miles that way, 10 to 11 miles, something like that. But yes, eventually all this will end up being reclaimed by the sea. But so be it. Well, it's a beautiful day. Let's go back to the sea. Yeah, it's a lovely day to be out and about. It was, you wouldn't believe it, it was absolutely banging it down with rain last night when I was in bed and thundering. And we got up this morning to lovely blue skies, sunny day and warm. But that's British weather. Love the sound of the sea in the world. Well, there's a cafe here, but of course I picked the date short, didn't I? It's closed on a Monday and Tuesday, and it's a Tuesday today, so I was going to have a cup of tea, but I'll not now. What I'll have to do now is get back onto that path through the field there. There's a path at the side of the field, by the side of the cliffs, and there's a tractor track which I shall follow back to the holiday camp. And I'll make my cup of tea when I get there. So, anyway, thanks for watching this. I hope you found it interesting, and I'll speak to you again in another video. Bye for now.